What's up, everybody? So, we're live on is it Monday today? I keep forgetting what day it is. It's Monday, I guess. We got, well, the sad news for all the roast fans out there that the, SummerSlam event was canceled. Pretty crazy. If you guys want to get on the show, if you want to be on the show with me and say something right now, Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat. Feel free to drop one. Or what you think about the cancellation of Tony Hinchcliffe's Kill Tony SummerSlam late night roast. I couldn't wait for another one of those debacles. I had a blast with the last one, to be honest. I'm talking in a good way, though. Like, I really did enjoy it. I like it. I'm not joking. I liked it. I like it. You know, I think WWE's kind of dumb, but though, because they only went halfway in on the thing. If you're going to go in on a roast, go all the way in. You know, they canceled it, and the big reason why they canceled it, I mean, come on, how did you not see it coming? Talk about that in a minute, but I mean, how did you not see this coming if you're the WWE when you do what you do with what you do? I mean, they really missed out on a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of Hulk Hogan jokes that they missed out on. Unbelievable. I definitely think one of the guys would have come out there and said, I think, guys, it's the beginning. Before the night gets going, I know that this is going to be a roast tonight. We're going to do some crazy stuff, but obviously being a part of the wrestling community, we've got to acknowledge somebody before we get things going. So, Hulk Hogan, if you can hear us down there, we love you! And that would have been the way you start the roast, 100%. Just saying. But it would have been good. But the roast was canceled. The WWE SummerSlam roast was canceled. And because of low ticket sales. Low ticket sales, believe it or not. The roast was canceled due to low ticket sales. And the low ticket sales, in my opinion, the reason why there's low ticket sales are because they didn't really commit to advertising this thing enough. They just didn't. They were like, they did this at the WrestleMania one too. But the WrestleMania one had the buzz of like, what's it going to be like? What's going to happen? And it's WrestleMania, so there's way more people. And Tony Hinchcliffe and the Kill Tony guys were at the top of their game. And for that reason, I just think that like they were able to do really well. And I think a lot of people though went to it not knowing exactly what it is. So I just don't think it would work. But in a smart world, you would sell a small venue of a couple of hundred people, do the Kill Tony SummerSlam late night roast thing, and then put it on YouTube. You know what I mean? And let people watch it there, get sponsors. But they're afraid of it. So they're afraid to get canceled or to get bad publicity. So they hid it. And you know that because it was hidden away and no one really talked about it, but they kind of did, but they didn't. And then on top of that, if you posted even 5 seconds of a clip of audio from the event, lawyers came after you. So that's fucking wild, bro. Lawyers came after you if you even posted 5 seconds of the WrestleMania roast. And that should tell you just about all you need to know. Hit that like button if you guys can for me. Please hit that like button. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that huge mistake. I believe it's the WWE's failed marketing, but purposely failed marketing. They literally basically self-sabotaged. They were like, well, we'll just mention it really quickly and kind of put it out there a little bit, and we'll sell all those tickets, I guess. And that did not happen. I haven't even seen Kill Tony in a while. I mean, on YouTube. He's not getting recommended anymore. Because I keep forgetting about him. In fact, Kill Tony is what I actually only remembered Kill Tony after not watching for a couple of months. I only remembered him because of the WrestleMania roast thing. So without that, I wouldn't even have known. I went, oh yeah, I've got to go watch some more of that again. Just be a fun time. And yeah, if you go back to, a little while back, like they were doing really well. I don't know what Kill Tony does because I feel like, like I said, things have gone, I feel like they've gone downward, but he's still crushing it with uploads. He puts up a video, it gets about 2 million views. I mean, it's a big thing. 9 months ago, he still got 2 to 3 million views. Currently, he still gets about 2 to 3 million views. So, channel's still doing really pretty well, Still on fire. But I think that some of the people on Kill Tony have gotten more successful. And, some of the people on Kill Tony were, they were banned from things. And now suddenly people are welcoming them back. Shane Gillis, right? Like, he was a big part of Kill Tony for a while, off and on. And now he has a million job offers everywhere. And, I mean, he's even back in the mainstream. He was a guy that was canceled off of Saturday Night Live the day he got hired almost. Right? Or the first day he was going to appear because of, Asian jokes he made on a podcast. And then now he's back on Saturday Night Live here or there and, NBC, and all these people are offering him positions and jobs. So finally the cream has risen to the top. Despite Shane Gillis's whatever they want to say about him, he's so good and refuses to die that he can't be denied. And plus the woke cancel culture shit is kind of over with for the most part. So, you can't kill him. So, a lot of these people have stepped away because they're doing their own successful thing. But anyway, that's canceled. Obviously, the big spoiler, I've heard... I'm very suspect about the Seth Rollins situation because I have had more people try to leak out to me that Seth Rollins is really injured. And they're people that I don't know who they are. Some of them. And I've had one person somewhat credible has tried to say to me, nope, he's really injured. But, it's the most craziest thing to say because that person never leaked anything like that to me in the past. And I'm not a news reporter usually. I'm not a reporter guy. I'm not looking for reports. I think a lot of people out there confuse me with a reporter person. I don't know why. I don't have a website, Wrestle News place. I just do these videos. So I don't know why things get leaked to me. 50% of the time they're wrong or incorrect. 50% of the time they're correct. And that varies on whoever is telling me these things. But the amount of people that have reached out to try to tell me Seth Rollins is injured, really, trust me, bro, I'm in WWE, or trust me, I'm this person, is crazy. And I really think they're trying to get that over, so that's weird to me. And then I had one credible person tell me that he's really hurt as well. But that person is suspect to me also, because they haven't said anything to me in 3 years. And the things they say usually are just kind of factual insider business takes to set the record straight on inside business stuff. So I wonder about this one. So I'm starting to think that Seth is not injured, and that Seth Rollins is going to show up at SummerSlam and cash in on somebody. And it's all a work. So if you couple that with the idea that was leaked out that Seth was going to fake an injury a while ago before he got injured, I don't know, man. I think Seth Rollins might show up at SummerSlam and cash in at the end of the night. No, regardless of who wins, obviously. And, yeah. And that's based on the fact that there are people reaching out to tell me he's really hurt. And I'm thinking that's bullshit now. And based on the report that people said that they might go with an injury angle like 3 months ago or whatever it was, 2 months ago. And that was told to me as well. And so now if I look at what people told me 2-3 months ago, and then I look at what people are starting to randomly tell me now with like panic almost, and then I think about the situation, that's kind of where I'm at. So is that I mean, it is what it is. You know, it'd be really interesting if Seth Rollins was hurt, if Braun Breaker came out and Braun Breaker had the money in the bank and Braun Breaker cashed in and then beat somebody. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Braun Breaker's the champion, I guess, but the contract was for Seth, but Braun cashed it. What is this? Like, I mean, you could do that. That's like a Vince McMahon thing that he would do. I feel like Vince would do something where Braun Breaker cashes in with the money in the bank. And everybody's like, well, how is that possible? It's Seth Rollins' money in the bank. And then Seth, Seth came on the video screen and was like, I told Braun to do it. Like that's a very Vince McMahon booking. So I don't think that will happen, but that is a Vince type of thing. If anybody was going to do that, it'd be Vince. I don't think this new regime would do that. I think there would have to be some explanation about that, because then anybody could just give up the money in the bank to anybody, and how does that make any sense? Or maybe Seth Rollins could come on the screen on Monday Night Raw and say, I signed it over to Braun Breaker, and, I'm, whatever the fuck. I'd be champion right now if it wasn't for this bullshit, whatever. I don't know, but I just don't think that fully makes sense, so I wouldn't do it. But, yeah, I think originally I was just, like, happy with Cody Rhodes and John Cena just having a real match, and whoever wins is whatever, but based on all these people that are telling me that they think that Seth is really hurt, I now think he's not. And they're doing everything they can to put over the injury. Robbie Hyde, it's a great point. It's very strange. Videos with him and his kids on the crutches. The leak months ago that he was going to have an injury angle. Now suddenly he is hurt. All of the weird people that are texting me and DMing me from WWE, allegedly, that are saying he really is hurt. Just wanted to let you know. What? Nobody ever messaged me like this. Only one person in a blue moon ever messages me. And to get multiple messages from people within WWE saying, hey, man, he's really hurt. I either just found out that I have like 9 fucking leaks in the company reaching out to me, then I've got some kind of crazy hookups, or this is coordinated. I mean, I don't know. It's just a little bit strange to me, don't you think? It's a little bizarre. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's have fun. We don't know what's going to happen at SummerSlam. Throw it out there, though. It's very crazy. Mercedes Moné is like swimming in the titles, so people are online saying that, oh, Mercedes is ahead of Charlotte now or whatever, and then people are fighting whether it really counts or whatever. It's fucking wrestling, guys. Nothing really counts. You know what I mean? Nothing really counts. I don't care if Mercedes Moné is the dartboard VFW champion or the Pink Ladies champion of, Oklahoma or whatever. I'm never going to recognize that like Charlotte. I can go win some indie championships too, and say that I was better. Hey, guys, let me ask you this. If I go out today, if Joe Cronin goes out and I go and I win the Chaotic Championship in North Andover, Massachusetts, and then I fly across the sea and I win a couple other belts from really small promotions like BackyardGarbageWrestling.com or something, and I now have 4 championships. Can I then say, hey, man, I was better than I was better than many WWE people. Barry Horowitz, I'm better than Barry Horowitz. I won 4 to 5 championships. What did Barry Horowitz ever win? Right? I'm better than the Brooklyn Brawler. What did the Brooklyn Brawler win? I can't believe it. I'm better. I'm better than Brooklyn Brawler. That'd be ridiculous, right? Because the Brooklyn Brawler, people, he reached heights beyond mine, even though I won these local titles. So even like GCW, whatever, Chaotic Wrestling, GCW, fucking Northeast Wrestling, I'm sorry. It's just not going to count for me, guys. It doesn't count the same way. These are world championships. I would consider a major promotion, like a wrestling company that is USA-wide, has a television deal. Those are things that make it more credible to me. Everything else, I don't think so. We're live. I hope you guys can click the like button. I made some time for everybody and the channel today to be live with you guys for just a short amount of time. So bring it, guys. If you got a voicemail, go for it. If you want to get a hold of me, you want to be on the show right now, Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat if you want to donate. Lots of different donations. Don't forget about the crazy Donald Trump 120. What if a bomb dropped on your head? Or the $55 Elon Musk, my heart goes out to you Nazis donation, which is a lot of fun. And there's so many other ones you can try donating, but let's go to the donations really quickly.
Super chat party.
Delta with a super chat. Thank you, Delta. I don't know if Delta said anything, but Delta did do a super chat earlier. I don't know if they said anything. I don't think they did. I think they were just dropping a super chat. So we'll go back to it in a second. Once again, SummerSlam, the event is canceled. The Kill Tony roast is canceled. There were low ticket sales, probably because they didn't promote it enough. Most people didn't even know, I feel like, it was happening. Just badly promoted because they're scared to promote it, and that's the problem. If they had actually gone all out to promote it, it might have done would have done better. Would have done better, I'll tell you that. Oh, shit, here we go. Who's this? It's Seth Rollins' ankle.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Injury is real. Hee hee. I really am broke. Need more money.
Seth Rollins' ankle, thank you, brother. Love you. Yes, I really am broke. I really am broke, brother. It's pretty sad to say. I'm also having the toughest time I've ever had getting a job. It's so crazy. I always find a job, bam. I get a job like that. I go and I interview. I get interviews easy. I interview 3 places, and I get a job. And then if the place is decent, I'm usually there for 2, 3, 4, 5 years or whatever. But yeah, it's really weird right now. I don't know. Job, not a lot of interviews, and the interviews aren't going perfect, I don't think. Even when they go well, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And next thing you know, where are they? Oh, we've changed, whatever. What the fuck is going on? It's crazy, bro. I was really overconfident too. I was like, God damn, I lost this, but fuck it. This will be easy. I'll get right back out there. No problem. I think my whole entire life I've done that. This is the longest it's ever taken me to get another job. This is the longest it's ever taken me in my life. It's crazy. So I don't know what's up with that, but thank you, bro. I'm sorry your ankle is broken and broke. I am broke as well. Thank you for the $9. That will help a little bit. Thank you, brother. Thoughts on Hellraiser revival trailer? I have not seen that. I will take a look at it, though. That's pretty cool. Hellraiser, I never really I don't know, I kind of like those first couple of Hellraisers and like the Lawnmower Man and all that shit back in the day when I was really little. I was like, this is crazy. Lawnmower Man, Hellraiser, Poltergeist, Jason, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger. All that stuff way back in the day was great to me as a kid. It, the original It, all those horror movies back then. And then I liked those undergroundy horror movies you'd find at the video store were kind of messed up. Crazy. But yeah. Yeah. I would count titles from Japan. Yeah, I would. I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I think a lot of people are annoyed by the fact, or annoyed by Mercedes in general. So they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna support that. Yeah, how many episodes did Me and Famous B did 3 episodes of Getting Fame, and they're all still on Patreon. I think 1 or 2 of them might be on YouTube for free, but they're definitely on Patreon for sure. Me and Famous B, we talked about beating people up in the wrestling business, behind dumpsters that didn't deserve it, and how that can be fun, quite honestly. What's Famous B doing now? Famous B, what are you up to now, brother? Oh, man. What could have been for Famous B? I cannot believe somebody didn't pick him up. In the States. I know he's in Australia. Just can't believe he didn't get something going on, on the thing. I don't know. It's crazy. Luke versus AI Luke. I don't know. Neil Stewart says, I hate that Seth Rollins thing is mostly a fake wrestler. They have done this knee stuff with Rollins all the time. I just don't enjoy seeing him all the time. Yeah, I don't know. People seem down on Seth Rollins right now. It's weird. The guy's injured, allegedly. People seem down on him. He can never have a knee injury again, people will believe, if this is the case. Yeah, no one will ever believe this knee injury ever again, so, it'd be crazy. That'd be wild.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. 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 Son, run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
A super chat from John Montgomery.
Run, you fucking fat bitch. Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
You better. better run.
Never run so hard in all your damn life.
Better run.
Run, you fat bitch.
Have you thought about doing play-by-play for the UFC events? There's a channel called MMA Holes that does commentary on the fights. You would do great at that, I think.
John Montgomery, well, I'm friends with that guy. We've been friends a long time. And, I mean, I think I've done that a little bit before. And, people did kind of like it, but it's like always on the same nights as Monetize This, so it's hard to like finagle that or figure that out. But yeah, I mean, I could try it, but I don't know. It didn't go well, I feel like, the last couple of times, but I could try it. I guess again. I've done it in the past though. But yeah, actually he was in our stream the last time there was a UFC event. He was hanging out in the stream and saying hi to everybody. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll take a look at it and see if it's something I could do again, but I've done it before. I don't know. It's weird. I like, it's weird that I just felt like nobody wanted to hear it, really. I was like, nobody wants to hear this. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I don't know. Jennifer Muppet Baby was I think was here for that last time. Thank you, John Montgomery, man. OG John Montgomery. Sean Ross Sapp took the whole woke victimhood angle with Hogan's death. Well, of course he did. John Montgomery, love you, brother. Thank you so much, man, for that. The big super chat. The big super chat. Yeah, I've been I'm getting my Pedro Pascal now. The sound game, play or pass? I don't know what that is. Yeah, they those people always take the victim or the sad or the white knight. Like, they're sick people, bro. Sean Ross is a sick person. Like, I could say something as a joke right now, and it would be, like, blown up by those people. He'd be like, oh, my Lord. He'd, like, lose his mind. But in reality, he's actually a terrible real person. Like my joke would be seen as the end of the world compared to, like, how they actually operate. And how they actually operate is despicable compared to, like, my actual feelings and what I actually would do. Rollins. A lot of people bored by Rollins. That's why I see that a lot of places. A lot of people say, like, oh, I'm bored. I'm bored by Seth Rollins. You know. Rip that Hollywood Hogan shirt right off there. Yeah, I remember when John did that, man. I remember that way back then. He was crazy about that. JCS needs to work with Pioneer Valley Pro Wrestling. I would 100%. Isn't that Hammer Tunis's thing? We're friends on Facebook. Alex. Is that Pioneer Valley Pro Wrestling? If that's Hammer Tunis's gig out in Western Mass, or was he in? Where is he? He's in. I don't know. I love that. I love his promotion though. I love what he does. I love what Hammer Tunis does. I love the closers. Like when I would call wrestling indie wrestling, There were some times back in those when I was still calling wrestling for like Top Rope and some of those places. I could have kept calling wrestling for everybody, but I just didn't. I couldn't do it. Where I had a blast with some of just the talent, local talent. Or these guys were really good. Like you can sense it and feel it when a group of people can get over with a local area like they do. It was fun, more fun than a lot of the mainstream stuff that was going on. You know. If you're in that part of Massachusetts, like you got to check that out. Even if you're further away, it's like they've got some events sometimes that it's like if I was an hour and a half away, I'd drive to it. And I'm a wrestling fan, I would drive an hour and a half out to those gigs for sure. John, thank you for that dono. I'll think about the UFC stuff. It's just that it settles on a monetize this on Saturday nights a lot of times, But yeah, like there was a time when Ryan Waters was the champion and like he was always just sleazing his way out of things. It was building up so well. Teddy Goods really was over there, and the Closers, that tag team was those three guys. Like everybody really was, and the local crowd liked everybody really and enjoyed most of everything that happened, but those guys in particular for a while, like Ryan Waters as a heel, as the champion, was just doing it. And Teddy Goods was super over as this face. He was just this local Cena. And then the Closers were getting heat, and then they were just loved. And then it was like half the crowd booed them because they were the heels. Clearly the heels, half the crowd hated them, booed them, the kids, the families. Hey, you stink Closers, and everybody loved doing it. And then, there was this quarter of the crowd that was like loving them for being shitheads. And then eventually like people just poured into the like, we love what, like we love that these guys are the bad guys. And then people just loved them. So just watching when a local talent can do that, you know what I mean? Because the shows are sometimes inconsistent. You don't always see every show. You don't know fully. But so like when that's able to happen and there's a cohesiveness that can happen like that locally, to me, because some people think the opposite. Well, no, everybody knows everything. The same 50 people go to every show, whatever. But like, no, there's tons of different people showing up to different shows. And yeah, you have your regulars that are always there. That's true. And they kind of lead the way telling the other people what they might want to think. But it's just, I would say half the crowd is different every time, and then they don't see everything you do. So to have that cohesiveness that builds is pretty cool, man. And that's like when you can do that, I just find that super impressive and really fun, and it's very exciting. So, no, I love that. I love that area. Massachusetts has a lot of good promotions. Dustin Waller is great, yeah. East Hampton, Mass. is where it's at. That's no doubt, Alex. Well, I'd definitely do it for the most part. I'm still trying to figure out my world right now, but, I would love to. There's been a couple of people that have come up to me. They've wanted me to come to their promotion, like not because I'm like known or something. I'm not really. It's just to be a dick. Like they're like, can you do a angry, like a manager thing and get the crowd pissed off? I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. So maybe I'll come back and I'll do that. Maybe I'll go to a wrestling event and I'll manage a team or something. I don't know, or somebody. I'll do something somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know when. Or I'll just do commentary somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. If it aligns right, I'll do it. I was going to do something a while ago with Northeast. I think it was Northeast Wrestling. I just was really busy, so I stepped away from doing the independent stuff. But I've still done a couple of independent things, like because I can record stuff at my house. I've edited some videos and put the commentary over it and that sort of thing. I still like doing that here or there. Couple hours it takes to do it. They pay you a couple $100. I haven't heard anything from WWE, so I don't know. Not in a while. Not really. East Hampton, yeah. I want to go to Hampton Beach. Was Becky Lynch's acting better in Happy Gilmore 2 or the Marine 6? I did not see the Marine 6, so I don't know. I thought she was fine in Happy Gilmore. I thought the role that she was in was perfect for her. I don't think you could tell if she was bad or not bad or good or whatever. I think she was a little over the top cartoony, but I think that's what they wanted, and she comes off that way anyway. Becky Lynch comes off as silly to me, and so that role for her is kind of perfect. You know, I don't know. And also it could be, I think a lot of people are like, oh, MJF really stuck out. It was weird and everything. I'm like, well, that's because we're wrestling fans. You watch these guys wrestle every week in their characters, and now all of a sudden you're watching them in Happy Gilmore try to be, you know, so it's weird because you watch them wrestle. But to everybody else who was watching the movie, they wouldn't have noticed that at all. They would have just thought he was like, hey, one of his goon sons. I don't know. You know, it would have been not a big deal. Oh, shit. John Montgomery is dropping the super chat parties like crazy. John Montgomery. What's up, brother?
I remembered when you did the play-by-play for a WWE PPV when Bray Wyatt the Fiend debuted. That was a fun time. You can do WWE too. You have enough supporters, it would be profitable.
Potentially, yeah. Potentially. I think it could be. If it was... I think what happened was there were some people that didn't want that, or like newer viewers were watching and they were like, you know, what is this? And I thought that like maybe it was driving some people away, even though a lot of people wanted me to do it. Maybe it was driving some people away. So I wasn't sure what to do with it. Do you know what I mean? I felt like a lot of people really wanted it, but then a lot of people that were coming in were like, what's this? Oh, fuck, I'm around, leave now. So I don't know. Maybe it's something I could try again. And I guess if it is profitable, I don't think I made... I think I also did it and didn't make any money or something. And I was like, oh, well, people didn't like that, you know? So, I mean, maybe. I just think I tried it a couple of times and people were like, I love it. But, like, didn't really do well financially and my voice and everything. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. You know, but I definitely would do like a radio or audio serious version where I could start the show like I'm really going to commentate it like it's real and I'm really there and that's it. And then talk to the people that donate or not. I could try that and try that again maybe and see how, like, really do it, like really commit to that. I don't know. But I'm just not sure. Yeah, make a different channel. Yeah, maybe that's the answer too. Yeah, throw it on a different channel and see how that goes. You know? I could give it a try. Diversity ruined TV. Well, I don't know about that. I don't think that's true. I think terrible writing is ruining TV. Terrible writing and agendas. You know? Yeah, I don't mind diversity. Triple H stepping in for Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, that's not going to happen. I don't know why that's even a thing. I don't know who's starting that rumor, but no way I could believe that. I just like, that would really blow my mind. I mean, there's not many more things that could surprise me, but that would be a pretty surprising thing. John Montgomery is dropping super chats like crazy, guys. John Montgomery is donating Super Chats like a maniac. If you guys want to support the show, you can use a Super Chat, you can become a member, or the best way is Streamlabs up above because the money goes directly to me. So if you want to beat John Montgomery, use Streamlabs pinned to the top of the chat. But he is beast moding the Super Chats right now. I mean, you talk about XP and top fans, nobody's beating this bastard, okay? Because, I mean, 1,500 XP. The closest person is Delta. Joe Bishop. Vo from 5185. Thomas is in 5th. I mean, we're not even coming close. You know what I'm saying? Like, Montgomery is blowing them all out of the water right now as far as the XP guys go. So you can do a Super Chat, drop that, get the XP, get weird, get on that list. Or you can try to get on the other list, which is, of course, the Streamlabs list. And if we go over to the Streamlabs list, I do want to shout out these people that have been insane. This is this month. This is your last day this month, I believe. Either today or tomorrow is the last day to get on this list forever. Because we got Z-Pain at the top. Nobody is touching Z-Pain. Nobody is getting close to Z-Pain. And by the way, without Z-Pain, I don't know if my show is the same. I do not know if I would still be here the way I am if it wasn't for Z-Pain. I mean, and this was a down month, but man, what would happen without Z-Pain? You know, like we'd be in trouble. John Montgomery! He's exploding in XP right now!
Scissor me, daddy!
And by the way, scissor me, daddy!
Yay.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Thank you, John Montgomery. Oh, baby, look at that. I love these two when they scissor. And listen, it doesn't make me bisexual. I just like to scissor, okay? But I'm also down for anything, so it is what it is. And if you're scared of that, then I like it even more. Shout out to Z-Pain, though, for saving the goddamn channel this month. He literally has saved the fucking channel, Z-Pain. Or at least, I don't know if he saved it, but he's helped it as best he could. Without Z-Pain, we're in trouble. Tony Khan is in second place. What a cheap bastard. With all the money Tony Khan has, all the things Tony Khan has done, and Tony Khan is in second place. The Creeder in third. Colonel Stutters, Shrekomania in fifth place. General Santos, Leonard Kitty Kisser, Grid 414. Big Jones, and Mr. McMahon is also in last place. That's crazy. And my buddy, Dalux 247. It's a super chatted party.
It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matter's on the floor. It could be worse on the floor. My fecal matter's on the floor.
Dalux.
Matter's on the floor. Fecal matter's on the floor. But it's okay, I am a horse. My fecal matter's on the floor. On the
floor. Alrighty.
I go back to work next week. Going to miss the daytime shows. What's the Rollins spoiler? Anything else you can recap for those of us joining late?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Keep up the effort, my man.
Dalux, thank you, brother. Thank you for the donation. And yeah, going back to work sucks, kind of. Maybe you can still watch, though, while you're at work. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I'm still having trouble finding a fucking job, so I'll go back to work in a heartbeat. I'm at the point now where I will go to work for anything. Well, no, I won't. I'm still picky, but it's weird. I've been offered some things, but like then I said no because I can do this other thing, and then the other thing didn't work out, and I went, oh, fuck. That keeps happening to me, and now I've just got to take almost anything. But no, there's a couple things that I'm trying to get that I like. I like a lot. But yeah, the work situation is so weird right now. This is the hardest it's ever been for me to find a job. It's never been this hard. I always land a job. Boom, 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 boom. I interview, bam. Oh, got it. So crazy right now. It's crazy. But yeah, enjoy going back to work, I guess. We all got to go back to work. But even when I'm back at work, I'll still be doing this if I can, But I do want to thank you guys for saving the show. Z Payne, unbelievable. Daleks, thank you. So the Seth Rollins thing. So what I've been over is, first of all, SummerSlam, the roast is canceled. The Tony Hinchcliffe late night SummerSlam thing is canceled. Low ticket sales. I think they have low ticket sales because WWE did not advertise it that well, because they're afraid of advertising it, because they're afraid of someone telling an offensive joke. Like someone the other day said, "Oh, Joe, you're offensive." Yeah, they did this at the roast. All these people did the most offensive stuff at the roast. They're still employed at WWE. They work at WWE. Who cares? My shirt, raw tarded. This would get over huge. But, so WWE's ashamed of it, afraid of it, but they want to do it anyway to make money. But the ticket sales were low because they weren't committed. So that was the first topic. We can get into that. Second thing is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, months ago, it was leaked out that there's an injury angle they're going to do with Seth Rollins. A month goes by, we all forget about it. All of a sudden, Seth Rollins gets injured. It's allegedly for real. And then recently, the last couple of days, I've been getting messaged by people that are people who leak stuff, apparently, from WWE, allegedly, and they're like, oh, no, he's really hurt. Like, he's really injured. And I'm like, what the hell? Nobody ever reaches out to me like this, ever. Like, I have a few people, over the months and stuff that spew out something here or there, but it's usually, like, very sincere, and there's a reason they're telling me. And all of a sudden, one person I haven't heard from in a while says this, and I don't really believe them anyway because they've been weird before, and they should be weird because they're whatever. And then all these other people that allegedly work there have been reaching out in these weird messages, and people that I know to be maybe people that are there, but it's like, that's weird. So I have a feeling that Seth Rollins, because of them trying to tell me how injured Seth Rollins is, I now fully have spider senses that he's not injured. And I think that Seth Rollins, there is a possibility that Seth Rollins cashes in at SummerSlam. And, yeah. So I do believe it's not Road Dogg. So, no, it's not Road Dogg. Road Dogg would never, absolutely no. I can tell you that. Road Dogg is one of the main writers on SmackDown now. Road Dogg would never tell me anything about the product, even as a lie, as for real, or a joke. Road Dogg will never do that. It's not Road Dogg. It's not somebody like that. It's not Bruce Pritchard. It's not Road Dogg. It's not. They would never tell Joe Cronin shit. Like, that would be, ridiculous. But it's other things. And it maybe nobody. It could be fake people from what I can see. It could be fakes. But it's weird. And it makes my spidey senses, which I don't really have, so I don't know why I keep saying that, and that's lame. But it makes me wonder. It makes me think that the guy is definitely doing something. So that's what it is. Take it how you want. And again, I just find it funny that they backed out. But yeah, I've been yeah, thank you, Grid. I don't know, man. Maybe you can message me and I'll take a look at that. But there's a couple of sales manager positions that I tried for, which is a little bit of a stretch because of what they want for credibility. But we'll see how those go. We'll see how those things happen. I'm probably better at telling people what they did wrong on a sales thing than doing it myself. But, I mean, who knows? It's funny, like, this guy was frustrated the other day, like, in sales. And whenever I see a salesperson get frustrated, I look at what they did and I go, wow, how can you be surprised? Like, there was a guy, one time I worked at a cell phone store with sales, and the lady came in and she was like, oh, no, I don't think I want those. Or I can't do it or something. It was something ridiculous, and it was such a no-brainer that what he should have done, and he didn't even do it. And I was like, dude, like, he basically was like, I don't remember how it went at all exactly, but the bottom line is she had interest in this phone, and then for whatever reason, he didn't put the phone in her hands and let her play with it. And she was like on the fence a little bit, and then she just said, "Oh, never mind. No, I'm all set." And then she left, and he was really frustrated. And I said, I thought you were gonna get that one. And he was like, I thought I had her and all these other things, and like she walked. I just can't believe that. I'm like, dude, did you put the phone in her hand? And he was like, no. I'm like, you didn't give her the phone to play with it, to see it, to like whatever? He goes, no. I'm like, that's crazy. And I'm like, she has to touch it. She has to feel it. She has to like that's crazy. And he was like, you're right. You're right. And I was like, yeah. It was just funny. But so like the other night we were watching this vampire show. I like this it's called We're in the Shadows or something like that. It's like a comedy vampire show. It's like a Office type of parody or something. And me and my wife watch it, and it cracked me up because this guy got all these pillows, and he's trying to sell these pillows, and he calls all his friends to come over and hang out with him, and he's got a fucking pillow, and he's trying to sell them this fucking pillow. And he's just like, yeah, you guys should get these pillows. I got these pillows, and they're great or whatever. And then after a while, they figure it out, and he's just like, will you fucking buy the pillow? And he starts yelling, and he flips out. Nobody will buy his pillow. And he gets pissed off and just walks away like, fuck. And I'm like, man, what a terrible fucking sales presentation this guy did with a pillow. You got a fucking pillow. All your friends are over, and you didn't even get them to lay down with the pillow or to like lay on the pillow or to feel the pillow. You should have passed the fucking pillow around and been like, how does that feel soft? Yeah. Does that feel good? Yeah. Are you sore sometimes when you wake up in the morning? Yeah. Yeah. Is your pillow old? When's the last time you got a new pillow? It's been a while. Been a while since you last got a pillow. Fucking your neck is sore. You don't always feel great. This fucking pillow makes me feel great. Here, feel this pillow. And then if they had fucking laid on the pillow and felt the fucking pillow, you could have then repitched it to them. Hey, everybody needs at least 2 pillows. Well, how many can I sign you up for, guys? I got a bunch of them. I can get them for you right now. It's crazy. I recommend 2 for every person. How your wife sleeps next to you, get 4, because she's going to be pissed if you have 2 of these and she has 0. That's going to piss her off. So boom, 4, 8, 12. Would you sell 12, 16 pillows? This fucking guy didn't even put the pillow down for them to lay on. I was laughing at the TV. I'm like, the fucking guy. No, of course you didn't sell any pillows. They didn't even fucking lay with them or like feel them. Nothing. He's just like, this pillow's great. Don't you guys want to buy it? Fucking idiot. Anyway, that's what I was laughing watching the show last night. I'm like, of course you didn't sell any pillows. Never gonna sell a pillow. Yeah, job situation is kind of rough out there. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Luke needs a new pillow every week. The guy just ejaculates into pillows. Every goddamn week, he needs another one every second. It's crazy. Oh, it's called What We Do in the Shadows or something. What We Do in Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows. Something like that. Anyway, it's on Hulu. I think it's funny as fuck. I like it. Harley Race was the king of wrestling in the 70s in the NWA during the disco era before Hogan. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Are we like fighting about that? Yeah, I mean, I think that Hogan was the first mainstream wrestling. Like, I mean, that's not true. I mean, there were people back in I don't know the dates. You'd have to ask like Jim Cornette or something. But like there were wrestlers back in the 40s or so and times like that were known worldwide and or at least nationwide because, they would appear on television. And when you appeared on television a couple of times, you became known. Right? Like if somebody went on TV or was broadcast on television, I mean, you're talking about like 100 million people saw that person. And so like if Mr. Pinko, the dingus smeller, goes on TV and does the dingus smell, 100 million people see it. And then people are always talking about, remember the dingus guy? Everybody knows you because it was a different time. In the 80s, if you did something You know what I mean? It became big. Because if it was nationwide and it was weekly, you had to do something weekly nationwide. And if you did that, you'd be over. And that's what Hogan did. You know, like, whereas you could appear 2 or 3 times ever and you would be forever known. Oh, that's a wrestler. I've seen that before, you know, because the television reached so many people, you know. Nowadays, you could be big on a YouTube channel, but big could be that you get 500,000 views every video. And yeah, in total in the United States, like 10 million people know who you are. But back in the day, you know, like 100 million people would know who you are. I mean, and back in the late 90s, 10 million viewers was amazing. And that wasn't close to 100 million, which you used to get if there was only four stations, right? In the 1950s, right? And you make it on TV in the 1950s, and there's only 4 stations, and you become known for something for a couple of times. I mean, millions and millions and millions and millions of people see it. More than the 90s. So, I mean, that's how that shit can work, right? It's pretty crazy. What's up, Grid? Our sales guys make 75 to 100K depending on your numbers. Yeah, that's about right, Grid. Most of the sales positions that I apply to are going to get me between 70 and 150,000. So that's in line with what I'm looking for. Some of the sales positions I've had are like $50,000 salary, and then the potential to make another 50 or 100,000. Those are usually the jobs that I apply to. So yeah, you're right on with that. So I'm depending on if it's inbound, outbound, or whatever it is, I can do it all. I usually perform at whatever I do, I usually get to the top or to the top of average. One of the two. It's one of those two. And I mean, like, I still have my sales numbers from almost every company I've ever worked for. So, like, I know my numbers. You know, top 3 guys. You know, I don't always make the top 3 guys, but I definitely make, the top of the, like if there was 100 people working for the company and the top 5 guys, I want to be in that category. But if I don't make it to the top 5, then I'm in the top average. So if like top 5 guys and then there's like 30 average and then there's all the failures below that, the average, I'm usually like number 1 or number 2 of the average, or I'm in the top of the guys. It's just, those are just the numbers. So like I tend to like that sort of situation. Skill trades, I'm an idiot, Jay Gibson. Oh, Jay, no, I'm skilled trades. You don't want me in the skilled trades. I wish if I could be, I'd be a plumber right now. I mean, maybe I could get into that. Plumbing is going to be if you're younger out there and you can become a plumber right now, guys, that's going to crush it. If I was you, I would definitely become a plumber or an electrician. Oh my God. It's going to, and everyone's going to go for that coming up soon. So you're going to be needed, and then then it's going to be a flooding of everybody probably, because a lot of people are going to do that. So yeah. Jared, have you done outbound? Oh yeah. Outbound, inbound sales. What's the industry get in for beginner in sales? You can start off in sales pretty damn good. You could begin in sales making 55, 65, 75,000. You could begin in sales doing that. So no doubt about it, man. But you could also begin at 90 to 100. It depends on how good you are. Sales is one of the things where you can actually just jump in, and if you're good and you are trainable and you're good and you can combine it's really about the two things. It's like, how well can you be trained and listen, and how well is the training? How good is the training? And then also, how good are you? And then, like, if you can if those two things come together, you'll be great. But if the training's really good but you're not great, you could do okay. And if you're really good but you don't follow the training at all, you could still be okay. So it's a weird, I think that's what it is. So anybody could do it. HVAC. What's up? What's up, Steve? Steve Ningus Chunks. Oh my God, Steve. What's up, bro? I've sold HVAC before. No, yeah, Steve. I lost it a while back. I left it. This is back in March. I left a place to go to a new place, and the new place actually eliminated the whole job like the first couple of weeks I was there. So I left my place I'd been at for like 3 years, and I went to a new place, and that new place coincidentally eliminated the whole department. But I didn't know that was going to happen, and neither did the hiring manager that hired me. So I was left without anything and couldn't go back to the old place. So yeah, that's been going on for months, but it's been a tough market out there. I usually find jobs like that, but still having trouble. So this got started because somebody said something about going to work or whatever, and I was like, oh no, I'm still whatever. But I'm working another part-time thing, and then I do this, and it's been a real pain in the ass. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. And so we're working at it. There's a lot of things I can do, but someone needs a salesperson. I mean, dude, I will dominate if I can. If I can, I'll dominate. I don't know. My goal is to make people make money and to make the sales. But I don't like a lot of scripting. But yeah, it's a weird market. Just become a drug mule or a coyote. The cartels pay very good. Okay, well, cartels, email me anytime you want, cartels. I'm open. I'm open to anything, cartels. I'm open to gobbling guys. Okay, I'm open to rich guys in California, wherever you are. I'm open. Why do I say opening? I'm open to gobbling you. Okay, $10K a month. $10K a month. Washing your feet, gobbling you a couple of times a month. You know, tell my wife I'm a lawyer or something. I'm down with it. You just got to keep it quiet, okay? Guys or girls, whatever you want. Ghislaine Maxwell might be out of prison soon. She might be looking for some new hobbies. Hit me up, baby. You know, match me up with some of those rich Hollywood old gay men who can't come out of the closet, but they're looking for somebody. I could pass as 33 years old, I think. I'll shave my face. I'll pass as 33. I'll come over Mr. Bordenheim's house, and I will give you the banana republic of your life. Okay, $10K a month. I will do it. I need to save my family. I need to save my house and my family. We're drowning here. Okay, so I'm dead serious. If you're a rich old person, woman or man, and you're looking for like a butler boy to gobble you, I never thought I would say this or ever thought I would do this, but I will. I'm at the point now where I will. I owe $3,000 to the electric, $3,000 to gas. I have a mortgage coming up, $2,400. I need to fix my wife's truck. It's broken down. It's probably going to cost $2,000. My car needs work done, $1,000, but at least it's driving. And I owe the IRS $68,000. I will suck and fondle you and fillet you for at least $10K a month. Okay? Just putting it out there. If you guys know anybody, pass this along. You're like, well, Joe, that's illegal. I don't give a fuck. I need to save my life. And right now, we're not doing so good. But yeah, I've been trying to ignore all that drama in my life and come on here and try to do these shows and, you know, try to pretend that's not real. Or we would be, or these podcasts really, or videos or whatever, they wouldn't be really a lot of fun, would they? Like every time. So like, I don't really want to talk about it. I appreciate you asking me. I don't even remember who asked now, but we love you. Nobody wants to hear this. So let's just move on. Let's just move on. But, to other things. But yeah, so SummerSlam, the late night roast is canceled. The The late night roast is canceled. It's such a no-brainer to me that WWE didn't want to do it really or something. It was like they were like, yep, we want to do this crazy roast that's really offensive and wild, and let's do it, but only if you really want it. Only if you really want it, because we don't want to say that we want it. So, and it looks like people didn't really want it. So I think they did want it, maybe. I think there's some demand for it. I just think it would have to be on YouTube and 200, 300 tickets, 400, 500 tickets. But they were trying to sell, I think, like 5,000 tickets or something. I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know the ticket. I don't know the venue. So I should probably shut up because I really don't know actually where they were trying to sell the venue. But I would assume you could have sold 300 tickets and done a roast, and that would have been fine. But they didn't do that. And instead they tried to, I think, go bigger than that. And they tried to do it without really advertising it very well. And I think it would have needed to be advertised to do it. I don't think Kill Tony really did a good job of advertising it either. Like, I go over to Kill Tony's website. He doesn't say anything about it really. And even on his YouTube videos, like, why wouldn't you want to make a video about it on your website? Like, why wouldn't Kill Tony make a YouTube video? Hey, WWE fans, guess what the fuck's happening? We're coming to SummerSlam. And I would even release an individual video. And if I was WWE, I would have said, hey, Kill Tony, are you advertising this on your thing? So I don't understand why Kill Tony wasn't really... And by the way, if he advertised it on his show a bunch, let me know. Because I just feel like I never see it. And then the WWE barely promoted it as well. But I feel like they promoted more. I don't know. WWE should bring back Sunday Night Slam. God, you want them to bring back another show? Ugh. I would take Sunday Night Heat. I love Sunday Night Heat. But I would only like Sunday Night Heat if they were like I think Sunday Night Heat is a tape show. If they sort of put a little effort into it a little bit more, would do better than some of these other side shows that they only put on YouTube and that they don't put up anywhere. If they really tried to produce like an more adult 1 hour of WWE that was like Sunday Night Heat, the heat's on, and there was maybe a backstage interview that maybe Drew McIntyre unfiltered. And he's like, well, a fucking guy, and he's just talking shit, and he's like, I'd fuck his face, I'd smash his fucking face in, and they were a little edgy or something like that. Sunday Night Heat, they had these they could put together a 1 hour show that might be interesting, maybe. I don't know though. I feel like we're pretty oversaturated right now, though. I feel like with a lot of things. So it's a tough one. Grid just message me on the side, brother. I think I've applied to that. Message me on the side, brother. Southborough is not far. I miss the WWF when Jack Tunney and Gorilla Monsoon were presidents. I do like that era as well. Jack Tunney was great. Gorilla Monsoon was great. But Gorilla Monsoon was great on commentary. I never watched Velocity, but when Sunday Night Heat was at its, the pinnacle, it was great. I want to stay on the air, but I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten yet today at all, and I'm feeling myself getting kind of woozy. So I think I need to eat something and drink something as much as I want to stay on the air because I need to. I want to talk more wrestling. I want to talk more about the news. I certainly would like to get more donations. But I feel like I need to eat something. So I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes. So say whatever you want in the chat, guys. I'll try to answer it. Hit the like button if you can. If you want to donate Streamlabs, spin to the top up there. That's where it is. I think I need to eat something before I collapse. I don't normally get shaky, but I'm definitely hungry. I've had this gallbladder issue for a while, and the gallbladder has been bothering me, so I have not been eating a lot because of my gallbladder last couple of days. And I'm like, ooh, but I don't want to go to the doctors and health insurance and money, so I don't know, maybe I'll die of something. If I die, remember, there's going to be all this talk about, see, this is what's wrong with the healthcare system. Joe couldn't get fucking money to healthcare, and he didn't go to the doctors, and then he's dead. But just remember, I knew it. Back for Raw tonight. Yeah, I'll be watching Raw tonight. Make me watch Raw. So you guys can make me watch Monday Night Raw tonight. We'll do the first, half hour of Raw and see how much we do. See if we get to the second hour, third hour, 4 hour. Or, we could end up going all night long. I don't know what could happen. It's the fun of making me watch Raw. But tonight is Monday Night Raw. I will be live when Raw starts for the first half hour for sure. I feel the same. I had a Snickers bar and making coffee. Yeah. Well, I think the coffee is making it worse for me right now because I did drink some coffee, but I'm all like, and I'm hungry. So yeah, I need to go eat and have some water, get some electrolytes. And my mother-in-law brought over some potato salad the other day, so that's not too bad. I think I'm gonna have some of that. That'll be cool. So shout out to her, man. She's great. Trump needs to make July 24th a national holiday. What's that? I don't know why. Why is that? I might be naive. Kurtman, what's up? Oh, coffee will make you all jittery, though, and fainty, and that type of shit. So, think we'll ever get Halloween Havoc or any other WCW on the main roster? I don't think so, because I feel like if we were going to get Halloween Havoc, they would have done it by now. Instead, they chose to put it on NXT, so now I don't think it will happen. I think it will just stay in NXT. I would have liked them to bring it up to the main roster. I'd rather have more themed things like that on the main roster than have the Hell in a Cell theme. The whole point of Hell in a Cell gets kind of messed up. Oh, that's when Hogan died. That's right. Yeah. Wow, that was 4 days ago now. Jesus, I thought it was like 2 days ago. I thought he died like 2 days ago. It's been 4 days. That's why I didn't get it. I'm all thrown off, guys. I'm way thrown off. Well, White History Month. I don't know, man. I know that grocery prices aren't great still. And I'm not doing I know that the world's not doing very well. I know that. But I thank you guys for stopping by to hang out. And I will be live tonight for Monday Night Raw. I really want to thank Grid. Please message me on the side if you want to tell me about that. JoeCroninShowYard.com. I don't know, Twitter. I don't remember if you Discord me. I don't remember where you reach out to me, but wherever you do, we'll figure it out. But yeah, it's not bad. But thank you to John Montgomery, man, for dropping the big donos, super chats. Seth Rollins, Ankle, thank you. Delta, John Montgomery, and Deluxe, dropping the 20 as well. You guys are beasts. And since John Montgomery dropped the most and the biggest super chats, we got to give Johnny Boy the last word here on the screen as the top dog, I suppose. Thank you to John Montgomery. Oh, it's Instagram. That's right. Okay, I forget where you DM me. I know that I see you. We've talked before. King Hueco Mundo, what's up, brother? How you doing? Good to hear from you. Bertha Faye or Piper Niven? I'm going to have to go Piper Niven, man. Braun Breaker or Jacob Fatu as the next face? I don't know. I like Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker definitely feels a little more shelled video game. Fatu feels a little bit more like real. So, but I think the two of them can be pretty good. We'll see. I think Braun Breaker is more fun on the mic. Thor, what's up, man?
Shit bomb.
Shout out from Greece.
Hey Joe, according to WrestleTix on Twitter, they sold just over half the amount of allotted tickets before cancelling the event. It was about 1,200 seats, but only about 3 wrestlers were announced for the event. I wonder if the wrestlers had pulled theme sell.
Yeah, I mean, Cody Rhodes was one of them. I mean, I gotta think that some of the wrestlers were concerned about doing it because they might have been worried about, being involved in something that could get everybody canceled or whatever. They're probably all scared. I mean, Paul Heyman wasn't, so maybe some of the wrestlers weren't too keen on it anyway. But yeah, they barely advertised it because they're afraid of it, even though they're putting it on themselves. I don't understand that. Of course it's going to fail. But yeah, 1,200 tickets. Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Why not just do it for 1,000 people? I don't understand that. But whatever, you're not going to get it. It's not going to happen. And even if it happened, we wouldn't have been able to play any audio because the last time the lawyers went after everybody, it was fucking crazy. Colonel Stutters, thank you so much, man, for donating via Streamlabs, man, going right to me. I appreciate that, man. That might be gas money. So thank you, sir. Ozzy was a week ago already. Zach McNulty, yeah. What's up, Zach? Yeah, that's it's been tough. It has been a weird week. A weird week, no doubt about it. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. If you want to hit me up, you can hit me up via the Venmo, the PayPals, the paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show. Become a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. We'd love to have you on Patreon. Me and Luke did that big spoiler, Happy Gilmore 2. I mean, if you didn't listen to it and you've seen Happy Gilmore, go give it a listen. It's big. So go check that out. Thank you so much again. I will catch you guys tonight for the Monday Night Raw review. Or maybe, we'll see how long we go. Make me watch Raw when you donate tonight on the show. Or just be in the chat, hang out with us, have a good time. We'll see you tonight. Thank you for all the support, for liking this video if you can like it, sharing it up. And we go back and watch this if you missed what I talked about with Seth Rollins. You missed what I talked about. I mean, we didn't talk about a ton of stuff, but you know, we kind of got off the rails at the end here with some of the stuff, but John Montgomery is the big boy. Thank you, John Montgomery. Daleks and everybody else in the chat. The members, you're huge for being members like Grid and Stoomy. Kurtman. Thank you guys for being...